Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I want to share the October 2023 Spellbinders club kits that I received this month to craft with. And I'm really excited because there are a lot of holiday themed goodies here. We got some holiday things last month too. It was a little bit of a mix of some things that were for the holidays and some things that were more fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, but I'm really loving the more wintry and actually really more Christmas items that are part of this month's kits. So, first off, I've got the Glimmer of the Month here, and look at this really nice glimmer plate. It's this really nice bouquet, sort of like a spray of more foliage than there is one flower in here, kind of a poinsettia flower, but with some sprigs of different foliage and different little berries. And then look at this. There's even this really a very delicate looking glimmer plate of ribbon or a bow. And the coordinating, so what's interesting is the coordinating die to cut out that bow is it cuts around it cuts the inside too. It's not just an outline. It'll actually cut out this area too. So this will be open. So it really will, I think, look very much so like a faux ribbon. And then it's nestled in here, but this there is a circle die to cut out these elements, which are sort of almost you could use them almost like fake seals, so glimmered seals, sort of, so to speak. So you've got For You, Warm Wishes, and Joy, and each of the glimmer plates has the sentiment and the circle, like a surrounding circle too. And it does look like the coordinating die is just like a smidge smaller or larger than the glimmered design. So you're gonna have a little bit of a border all the way around the glimmered portion. And so that's the Glimmer of the Month, which I think is lovely. And then check this out. This is the 3D embossing folder. This is gorgeous. I'm loving this. This is it's Christmas trees, but in a very I don't know that it's folk, but it got a lot of florals and it is very abstract in a sense, and just very ornate and decorative. And so there's just a lot of detail and pattern in here. And so the embossing folder is a 5.5 by 8.5, so it's nice and large. It does have it is directional, so it does have a proper orientation, which is great. And so I love that. And then I've got also, this is really cute. This is the small die of the month, which look at this. It's Santa. And look how he's going to be a very jolly Santa. You can tell from his hat, his face, and then it looks like he's kind of walking, and really, really adorable this. So we've got all the different layers. So a lot of different layers to layer up his beard. You've got his hat, his eyebrows all have different separate little die cut elements that you can layer onto. Here are his arms, and you've got different layers for his mittens and his boots. I love how stylized this is because look how small his boots are and his hands are compared to his body and his face. This is going to be so cute. I can't wait to craft with this. And there is this sort of sentiment banner, so you can actually have the almost like a flag on this stick or pole, which Santa can be holding. And the sentiment plates that come with it read ho ho ho, and then the other one reads be nice. And look at how lovely this is. He's got his little mustache and everything. And then Each month there is a one of the club kits will have a little add-on, and so this month the add-on that you can get separately, it doesn't automatically come with your club kit subscription. So if you like it, you would want to purchase that separately. But what's nice is there are some stamp sentiments which will fit right into this sort of little banner sentiment die. So that's really fun. Like I love this Santa's favorite. How cute is that? So that is the small die of the month. Really excited for that one. Then there is the clear stamp and die of the month, which is super adorable. Look at all of these really fun penguins. There's this is a single stamp. This right here. It's three penguins sort of kind of stacked on top of one another. And then you have these two penguins who are separate. So two individual stamps. And then some additional little icons like the present, the candy, and the ice cream. There are some sentiments. So be cool, be chill, be merry. And we wish you a Merry Christmas and piles of warm winter wishes. So all of those are really lovely. And with the clear stamp of the month, there is also the option to get it with the coordinating dies. So you can either subscribe to get just the stamp by itself or get the stamp and dies together. So if you're like me and you don't like to fussy cut, having the coordinating dies is a really nice option. And there are dies that will cut out the three penguins, so or the stamps that have penguins, because this one has three in just the one stamp, and then those two as well. And then there are dies to cut out these individual icons here. But surprisingly, there aren't dies to cut out the sentiments, which normally I see. And so it is interesting that this time around we don't have that. So something to note if that's something that you always look forward to. Then the last club kit that I have at the moment to show is this one. Look how many dies it comes with. This is the large die of the month, and you can probably already tell that it creates this house. Now, the funny thing up here, that's just sort of the foundation layer for you to build up some winter themed florals and foliage. So here you can see the outline shape of maybe a poinsettia flower. We've got some holly leaves and berries. There looks to be some other types of flowers here as well, and then some different leaves. And so those elements are back here. So you've got those individual elements that you can die cut and layer up and then add them to the top of this. But to be honest, I think if you wanted, you could just kind of snip that whole thing off if you didn't want this to be winter themed and you wanted to use it as, let's say, like a congratulations new home kind of card, or something like a welcome to the neighborhood kind of card. So, if you wanted to take that off, it wouldn't be seasonal, and then you could use it all year long. So I think that would be something fun to do as well. There's a little bit of a dimensional aspect to this, so I'm curious to see if ultimately this will all fit into an A2 envelope. But down here, it might make more sense to look at it this way. This is actually fencing. So this is fencing, and then that would go right in front of your house where this is the door. And so you would have fencing on either side of the door. And you can see here, these are meant to be score lines and a glue tab. So this is meant to be a little bit dimensional, maybe wrapped around, the main house, and have it kind of pop out and forward from the house. You've got your main house itself, and there are some windows and as well a separate die cut to cut the kind of the window pane if you wanted to cut that out of the house to actually have it be an aperture that you can look through, or you could cut this out of something that sort of makes it look a little bit um like glass, for example. So you could either use that aperture die as or you could use that die to cut an aperture or use it as a layering piece. So kind of up to you on that one. Then we have the word die Noel, and then I love when they do this because it makes things so much faster and more convenient, because these are like little holly berries that are part of, I think, this floral spray up at the roof here. And then you have a smaller plate of circles here, and you can use that to decorate your tree with, because there's a little bit of a Christmas tree here. And so you can use that to decorate and put in front of the house, for example. Or if you use this die as an aperture and cut through, the front of your house, you could put the tree on the inside, and it would be as though you're kind of looking through into the house and seeing the Christmas tree all decorated. And so that might be an option too. And then this would be like the tree stumps at the bottom of the house, or at the bottom of the tree. And then in terms of your basic house structure, you do have this roof, which has this really lovely sort of pattern, almost like a scalloped pattern in it. So you can cut that out of one color, and there's even this really thin piece, kind of the gutter of the roof, that you can die cut as a second layer. So there's actually two different die cuts on that single plate. And then we also have, this would be your front door, and as well there's the option to either use these two plates as aperture dies, where you're cutting into your door so that it can see through, or you can layer on top, so cut it out of, say, like a white or a really light blue, just to sort of suggest that it's glass. And then you've got this awning that you can use for the front of your door as well. So really gorgeous, nice, large dies. So this will be a fun one to put together and decorate. I would be tempted to see if I can convert this to maybe a gingerbread house. That's my initial inclination, because I'm wondering if I could maybe use one or both of these as gumdrops and candy and things like that. And I remember the other last month we had, it might be too big. I'm gonna have to go find it and bring it out and see scale wise if it'll work. But there were the dies that let you cut out. It went with the cupcake set that let you cut out those sort of spiral peppermint candies, where like the candy cane kind of spiraling, and so those might be fun as as gingerbread house decorations. So I don't know, I'm gonna play with it a little and see what I can make of it, and see how much I can convert it into something else that might be fun, because I think at the base of it, it's just a house and you could do anything with it. So that's my initial thinking with what I might do with that. And so by the time you're watching this video, I will have already released my flip video where I make at least one flat, one layered, one interactive, and one pop-up card. So even though I filmed this portion first before I've even crafted with it, I like to release these on the day that club kits are actually open to new subscribers. That way, if you are interested in picking up any of these club kits, you can get a nice close look at each of the ones that I get anyhow, and my thoughts on those. But I do like to always put out my flip video for project inspiration on the first of the month, so that you can be kind of seeing and thinking about what you can craft with or create with this month's club kits. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below, and I appreciate you so much for checking out my video today. And if you do use any of my affiliate links, thank you so much. It really helps me to kind of get on that path of being able to be a full-time crafter and actually earn an income from this hobby of mine, which I would love to make into a career. Thank you again, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.